All right, so this is day 84. This is day 84, page 66. Yes, this is a good time to get this out. I finally got to update my, well, not, I've updated every week. I finally got more of my buffer uploaded to Webtoon and Tapas. That's what I'm trying to say. And it has now come to my attention that my buffer is almost all the way to Christmas as of right now. Um, I'm trying to gauge in my mind when uh the actual updates of my comic will be finished, as far as on the Webtoon platforms. What I actually gave a thought to is just actually having my comic book just available for purchase once I finish it. That way, if you wanted to, you could read my comic months ahead of when it actually finishes. Because I think midway through chapter 5 would be December 4th or 5th, somewhere around there. Um, so yeah, I am strolling through this challenge. This challenge has put me so far ahead of myself, I guess. I've gotten so much done. I still can't believe that there's a realistic chance that I'm gonna have this comic finished. Um, yeah, I still don't even know how to really feel about that. But in any event, yeah, dude, I'm happy. this is taking this is taking too much work. Um, to finally actually have it finished, to have it completed and something for people to read is fantastic. Um, but yeah, that buffer being so far ahead of schedule. I think I said it a couple months ago, almost jokingly, earlier in the challenge, that I could start working on my next webcomic while essentially the uploads for Infinite Uppercut are like still coming out. So I could just sort of engage with people and promote Infinite Uppercut on social media while working on an entirely different comic at the exact same time. Um, which would almost give myself a leg up for that comic as well. Um, there's just a lot to think about, but anyways, getting very ahead of myself right now. Let's focus on this page for right now. Um, have the usual suspects back. Which, what am I saying? I was drawing Raekwon and Dan in just yesterday's page. At least I believe I drew both of them. I know I drew Raekwon. Don't do it? Okay. I thought for sure I was going to hit the fill tool and it was just going to fill the entire thing. Okay. I think that's everything. Okay. Two extremely close headshots of Alexis in this page. Anyways, oh, that's not the background for that page. I never made a PNG out of this page. I need to get on that. I kinda should be doing that instead of working on this page, but that'll be alright. Get a little adventurous right now. Maybe adding a little too much to this page, but I'm stretching it with this, but basically I'm trying to get as much of the floor detail as I can. I don't even believe this is entirely necessary, but that's a thick line that doesn't need to exist there. Okay. Alright. Before I even get moving. Record. Aha, I didn't forget this time. Except that's not the right code. This is actually not how I normally do this, but I'm trying to make this easier on myself. Oh no, I can't do that. Okay. Try being lazy and it backfired. I picked a fantastic time to do this too. Kinda need to leave in about 20 minutes. I don't really want to rush this page, but I kinda do need to leave. Hopefully if I do have to, I can remember to come back and finish this. Though, the way it's looking, I might actually be able to get this done without necessarily rushing. Actually, it's more like 25 minutes, so I should have some time still. There's a loud argument happening outside right now. Wow, that conversation's getting louder. I have to do something about soundproofing the walls. Which I just saw a genius idea. I watched the new episode of the Wu-Tang show, and I watched the RZA take egg cartons and just staple them to the wall to absorb extra sound. I might try that. Look it up and see if it actually works first, but I believe it should. Just for when I record and stuff, I don't have background noise, nor hopefully do I hear other stuff like what I'm hearing right now. There's also some sort of personal stuff that's being hurled off. I mean, they're projecting it right out in the open, so damn if I'm not about to listen right now. I'm not trying to, but I kind of can't help it. That feeling where you're trying not to be nosy because it's none of your business, but like I said, people are projecting right into the ether, so you kind of can't ignore what's being said. And the hell with that anyways, because it's like houses away and I'm in my bedroom. There's no reason why I should hear this anyway. So now that I talk about my self-report, I hope to God none of this is being picked up on the mic, which I don't think it is. If with the number of thunderstorms that I've recorded in, none of that has been picked up on the mic, I feel like this should be. And I don't know how I've done recording during some bad storms, how none of that has gotten picked up by the microphone is beyond me. I thought for sure some of those videos were going to be a nightmare to edit. Here's a good way to annoy what's going on over there anyways. Since I'm working on this part of the picture with Dan, I think now is a good time to point out, I recently got asked a question, why do I have so many pages where, or not so many pages, but why do I have pages where the character in the panel, like this current one with Dan, is cut off? Like, why did I only draw a portion of Dan and I didn't just draw him in frame in the shot? The reason for this, and I sort of learned this, and there could be other ways to go around it, I don't know. It could be laziness and it could just be the way that I want my sort of panels and scenes to come across. Because I have an image of my shot in my mind, and I want to stay as close to how I view it in my head as possible, if that makes any sense. Even if there's other shots that weren't better or that work better, I kind of wanted to be true to my own brain. But in Shadow Assassins, when I was working on that, I would have pages where I would try to get the entire character in shot, and when I would put text in the page, the text would either be close to completely blocking off the character, in which case I'm having to shrink significant portions of text, which becomes hard to read, which everyone appreciates, right? Or I cut part of the character off, cut this alarm off, I cut part of the character off and get the dialogue in that I need and just let that be. And that's what I've decided to do. Now people are screaming. Okay. Um, but yeah, just cutting off a portion of the. It's just a small portion. I mean, most of it is just like on headshots, anyways. But I need the it's like if it's a panel where you need to see what's going on, I show you the stuff that you need to see. Um, and if it's just the character talking, in my mind, you need to see the character talking, and then like as long as you can see it, it looks clean or nice enough, or at least as best as I can do it, and the story's still progressing. You can follow along with the comic, no problem. I feel like I've done my job. So it's not as big of a deal if characters are cut off for me. And I'm not gonna lie, because this particular comic is not really, for lack of a better term, serious, I can get away with a lot. I feel like you can get a lot of leeway art-wise with comedies than you can your average comics. Like there's not going to be as much. There's still going to be jokes because it's me. Uh, Dialogue is probably one of my strong suits as a comic creator. So I'm gonna have jokes in my next comic, but it's not going to be as much ha ha and hee hee in that one. At least the idea that I have. We'll get to that another time, but just the way the story's shaping out in my head, I can't imagine there'd be as many on the nose jokes, so to speak, as there is in Uppercut. Oh my god, I might actually get this finished. Oh my god, I need to clean that up too. I had a mess over in the corner of this page. Wow, I can stop going through Alexis's colors to work on Raekwon. Oh god, they finally stopped. I should have moved Raekwon's color palette somewhere else. I want to move Raekwon's color palette to an extent, just so when I look over to my left, I don't know why, if there's a color palette in the middle, I'm always focused on that or those sets of colors rather than the ones that I need and actually reading to find what I'm looking at. This is a shame. I shouldn't be this much of a homebody. I'm literally only going to be going for like 15 minutes. Make it seem like we're going off to war or something. I've come to trust how that harsh shading of her hair looks, but it's still just that initial doing it and then looking straight at it with no other shading is still jarring to me. But it's like I trusted at this point to know that in the end it's gonna look right, but oh, now I want to look back at Raekwon's colors when I'm not working on Raekwon. So just throw away everything I said about me staring at the center colors. Center colors. I don't know what words I just said. Don't pay me any attention. It's not like I actually have to deal with words for a living. You never do that when making a comic book. Huh. Actually gonna get it done. Some little minor shading on Alexis down here, and I'd be set. Wow, so that is day 84. I hope this is 84. I had a couple videos last week though when I called the name of the day the complete wrong name. In any event though, let me know what you guys think of the video in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and as numerous pop-ups just start coming on my screen for no reason, thanks Windows, I don't need these news notifications. I didn't ask for them. In any event, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, all that good stuff, and you all have a good one, and I'm out.